everyone, and welcome back here to the Toronto Pan Am Sports Centre for the 2019 Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase. My name is Everett Delorme. This time I'm joined by Alex Arcevic, former pro volleyball player, former Master Marauder, former York Lion.
There you go.
Right? And we are in for a banger of a match here tonight. It is the feature match. It's the champions match. We have the defending champion, Trinity Western Spartans, taking on the two-time defending champion, Long Beach State 49ers. Alex, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. How exciting.
It is exciting, and this Can-Am showcase is so far turning out to be real good. The score's at 1-1 right now. The USA took the first round with Lewis taking down Ryerson 3-0 earlier this afternoon, and then the one that we just had, a great 5-set match between the Alberta Golden Bears and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, there you go. That game towards the end got pretty heated, some big swings, some big digs, and turned out to be a nice little 5-set thriller, which the fans love to see. And looking forward to a big show here tonight.
We're seeing, as per usual, the American bench is live and going.
And large.
Yeah, and very large. Also positioned a little bit differently than we're used to in Canadian volleyball.
Yeah, they're real close there, right at the action.
The Trinity Western Spartans are currently leading U Sports, the number 1 ranked team in Canada, with 11-1 record. And they lost their second match of the season to Alberta and have not looked back since, and have really just been steamrolling teams.
Yeah.
It's been impressive, as they brought back pretty much everyone from their national championship winning squad last year, but point number 1 is going to go to the 49ers. Running that ball right down the middle to Shane Holloway, and he's going to go back to serve the first one as well. So Long Beach State, first one on the board here, are the 49ers. I wish I knew what their bench was saying. As Holdaway. Oh, and Jackson Howe with a swing of his own. That was a banger, and we're going to look to see him do that quite a bit, as he is one of Derek Epp's favorite targets there. He's a little bit undersized, about 6'5" in the middle, but he's got hops and he's got an arm on him. And we've only seen middle so far, and this is the first ball outside. That is going to be over the net, and Derek Epp is just going to push that one deep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the first year Jackson Howe played, that was when Mac hosted U Sports?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, he gets up there.
Go outside right now, off the block, but that's, Howe is going to pass that, not great, and Kern is just going to dump that one over. Chance now for the 49ers on a leather offset there, but that is going to be net violation there by Lepke, and the 49ers are going to tie things up. We're all tied up at 2 sets apiece, and so far it looks like Rivera a little bit too iffy sets there so far.
Yeah. Definitely looking into the later end of the set, hoping that the setters can get some better connections with their hitters, but just starting the game, so.
Alexander Anastasiades. There's a lot of A's in that name. You've lived in Europe. What do you see? What do you see there?
Alexander Anastasiades.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
That's definitely it.
I'd like to see where he's from.
Back to serve now is the setter, Derek Epp. He stepped in. Well, he stepped into the court on that one, but I was going to say he stepped in for Team Canada this year during the World Cup. Brett Walsh suffered an ankle injury, so Epp went in to play setter for a few matches.
One of a few young setters on our men's national team this year, no?
Yeah, one of the very, we've got a few of those young guys coming in and trying to figure some things out. We've got Ethan Siegfried right now, the baseline, and that one is going to go long.
Seeing a lot of missed serves this tournament so far from the Americans. I remember being back at MAC every time we'd have Ohio State come out and play. They definitely had some trouble with the ball, considering they play with Moulton.
Yeah, they do, but this is actually a new ball for both teams, as Eric Lepke, he's closing in on the all-time Canada West service ace record. But that was a beautiful one there going cross court. And if you are American and you are not familiar with Eric Lepke, watch, because you are going to watch him a lot over the next few years. He is absolute dynamite, the player of the year last year in Canada, and by all accounts could have been a pro this year. Decided to stay for another year of school as Pearson Ashenko is going to blast that one out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Eric Lepke definitely knows how to silence a crowd. He lit it up at McMaster when we hosted nationals, and they won that. No, that was when UBC won.
Yeah, UBC won in 2018 when you guys hosted it. They beat Trinity Western. In the final, yep. Lepke was actually very sick. That one was that. Like, I remember the team was on the court, and Joel Jansen, their assistant coach, who's out there right now, comes to me. He's like, "I'm going to pick up Lepke right now."
Right.
Had to go. Like, he didn't warm up, didn't do anything, and play the match.
He didn't play the first day of the tournament.
No, he did not.
I remember that. Fun player to watch.
Great player to watch. It's a great set there by Rivera as he finds Holdaway on that one. Holdaway, a sophomore from Huntington Beach, California. 6'8". Turns out one nicely down in. Trinity Western still leading 6'5" here. As Carlos Rivera, member of the Puerto Rico national team system, played for their junior team back in 2015. And he's going to put that one long. But actually, as I was saying before, this is actually a new ball to everyone.
Okay.
Because, as you know, in the OUA, we use the NBA 200. And this is the W500?
Whatever it is.
I don't know. I'm not, yeah, basically.
But they use this in the NCAA now?
No, they used to use the Molten, but we don't use this Mikasa.
Oh, okay. I think all my fellow spinners know how hard it is to serve with a different ball, so I can imagine it'd be
yeah, that definitely
a challenge.
Definitely be a challenge to serve with a new ball. That ball is well out of bounds. Going to be point Long Beach State. And you know what? For Long Beach State, this is really, they're starting a new chapter here because you've just graduated, one of their best teams possibly ever. TJ DeFalco, Kyle Ensing, Josh Tuaniga. Just some of the big names that they've done. And that was a big block there by Jackson Howe. He closes that block well. Brody Hofer now back to serve. Spent some time with the Canadian junior national team this summer. Epp is going to give it to Howe, and he's going to find that backcourt swing. That was an impressive swing.
What one would say, a perfectly placed middle hit. We all love a big bounce every once in a while, but a nice deep corner shot never fails.
Oh, kept alive. Whoa. And that is going to be net violation on Long Beach State and Trinity Western. Wow, what a play.
You love to see it happen.
Rivera's going to go outside, but shut down is Ethan Siegfried. And Trinity Western, wow, 12-6 early on here in this third match of the tournament. And Alex, looking on the Long Beach side, what do you think they're going to be talking about right now in this timeout?
I think they're handling the ball pretty well. It's just obviously a big block on the Trinity side, looking to control their attackers a bit more on terms of shot selection and how to get around those, especially in out-of-system situations when the sets aren't as fast. Trinity's playing a great game. I wouldn't get too frustrated if I was Long Beach right now, just kind of sticking to their fundamentals and, just learning how to play with that block.
I think that's what makes Trinity Western one of the toughest to play against, is that fundamentally they are so strong.
Yeah.
Technically they're strong, and they also play so cohesively.
Right. And they got such a string of older guys, freshmen coming in. I mean, this is a dynasty team that just brings in top recruits year and year after. So obviously you have some guys that have played together for 3-4 years, and hopefully we get to see some fresh faces tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, speaking of which, Brody Hofer, who's serving right now, you know, he was a starting member of that roster last year, but now he's actually spent most of the time this year on the bench with the return of Jesse Elser.
Who was out with an injury, right?
Who was out with an injury, absolutely. He got surgery on his back, so he took the year off completely. So this Trinity Western, blah, 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 blah. I messed up my speaking, and they messed up that play as Long Beach State is going to go cross court. Anastasiadis.
But yeah, Trinity, obviously just a super well-oiled machine, and it's for Long Beach. I think the key is just going to be scoring in positions where you have the opportunity to score and trying to minimize errors on opportunities where you might not have a perfect situation. So trying to look for some ball management on their side.
Anastasiadis from Limassol, Cyprus.
Whoa, fun. Probably a bit colder. Actually, I guess no. They're from
Cyprus. That's the Middle East. But you know who played in Limassol, Cyprus?
Who played in Limassol, Cyprus?
Jory Mantha.
Jory Mantha, McMaster Marauder.
Good old McMaster Marauder.
Fun guy.
Oh, that was a big swing. Simon Anderson, the Danish import.
We got a few international players on this team.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's a perfect situation of just taking the opportunities that you have. What a great receive by the passer in that situation, and great set, obviously. Ball put away pretty easily on Long Beach's side.
Anastasiadis is going to find that one long. And now to serve is Derek Epp, the conductor, they call him. And they're going to go outside to Siegfried, and he's shut down by the likes of Kern and Ashenko.
Probably a ball that could have been covered, and might want that one back next time.
Once again, these American teams still working into their season. You know, I'm sure you can sympathize with that, being in the early ons of preseason, seeing some of the silly stuff that goes on then.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, big rip down the line there on the C ball by Anastasiadis.
Yeah, definitely. I remember especially playing at MAC a few years back when the West was definitely a lot stronger than OUA. We would go out to preseason and play the top 3 teams ranked in the country before we even had a chance to start, and then you play those 3 teams and you play some great volleyball, and then you don't see them again until nationals. And now it's nice to see that the OUA is a bit more on par with the West. So it's a good thing coming for Canadian volleyball.
Yeah, you can definitely say that, as that serve's going to go long, and the Trinity Western Spartans with a significant lead here in the first set, 16-9. They've settled things down a little bit better from Long Beach State so far.
Yeah, not too many steals on that side from Trinity Western. They're starting out pretty well now, Long Beach, so hoping to get some breaks on their serves and get a bit closer towards the end of this match or set.
Absolutely. Still, we are almost on the first day here at the Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center, which is actually in Scarborough.
Yeah. See, I actually had friends that went to the other Pan Am Center in Toronto, which could be confusing.
Which is in Markham.
Yeah, there you go. So not Toronto at all.
No. Yeah. So it's so far it's been going great. I think the volleyball's been fantastic.
Yeah, what a great opportunity for these athletes. You have some American athletes getting to travel to Canada to take on another league, and we're seeing some pretty even results so far, and Canada's definitely holding up their own.
And I mean, that is, Parrish Hoffer and I talked about it on the last broadcast, that this is the only sport really that we can play evenly with the best of the best, the NCAA.
Sure. Yeah.
As we said, I think women's volleyball would be a little bit different.
A little bit different, yeah.
If we were to take, say Stanford that won nationals last year, and as good as UBC and Ryerson were last year, I don't think either of them really stand up too tall to that Stanford team.
Yeah, they're a bit way too tall for us.
Eric Lepke with another heater. Oh, and nicely recycled there. Keep it going, they do. And Anastasiadis Sashenko is there to put it down. Pearson Ashenko. He's just the guardian of the net right now.
And credit due to the Trinity Western blockers, but another ball on Long Beach's side that could have been covered and picked up for a transition play, so missed opportunity there.
Ashenko looks like he's spent some time on the beach with that swatty. Good force there by Rivera. Pancake. It's up now Hofer for his first swing, and that's going to go off the hands and out of bounds. Point Trinity Western. And Trinity Western is actually without their head coach at the moment.
Ben Joe?
Ben Joe is nowhere to be found. We don't know where he is. Actually,
the Canadian women's team, no? Because they have their qualifier coming up. There you go.
Alex Arcevic, look at you go. Look at you coming in with the knowledge. That's exactly right. He's in Athens, Georgia right now, training with the women's national team as they prepare for the crucial Olympic qualifying tournament January 10th to 12th.
What an exciting time for Canadian volleyball.
Oh, we're nervous.
Nervous, yeah.
Nerve-wracking.
Some big guns, but hoping to pull out a couple wins there. I think they need three wins and they qualify.
They need to win that tournament alongside Puerto Rico, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic as we see Anderson put that one away.
And ultimately, so far, this game's looking pretty even in terms of hitters and blockers, but I think this will really be a battle of the liberos. We see the Trinity Western libero putting up some real big digs, getting some great touches on balls, and looking for the Long Beach libero to start picking it up.
That time Jacob Kern goes down the line. Nice big swing, and we saw that in the last match that the American teams tend to leave that line shot a little bit more open.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Then we see Jacob Kern, actually his younger brother Cam Kern is the backup setter for Alberta.
We love family affairs.
Gotta love the family affairs in volleyball as Lepke comes flying out of the backcourt. Anastasiadis takes it off the chest, but can't keep it alive. 20-11. And if you're an American fan watching this, you're probably pretty surprised because this is Long Beach State. But trust me, in Canada, we're used to Trinity steamrolling teams like this.
We are used to it. Sadly, I've been on the receiving end of that a few times, but yeah, what a great team.
Oh, and that is going to be a net violation on Howe. And Long Beach is going to pull within 8 now. So, I mean, there's still a chance for a comeback here.
We have a couple of brother affairs in this tournament, no?
We do.
Yeah, I can't pronounce their last name.
We've got the Ketrazinskis.
The Ketrazinskis,
with Xander and Trent playing for Ryerson, and then Trent's twin brother playing for UCLA.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
All in university, wow.
Yeah, Trent and Cole are twins. Yeah. By looking at it, you would never know.
Okay.
Trent got the looks, for sure.
I think I'm too old to say anything about that.
Nice swing there by Spencer Oliver. Oh, that was from the middle, too. Oh, my goodness. That was nasty. Jackson Howe with the dish. Let's see. We're going to get a replay. Oh, just missed.
The butter. I think some of us were hoping for the nice rip on 2, but, I mean, you got to love that play.
I love it. The middle going for the rip on 2. Oh, good secondary set. Oh, Anastasiadis is just going to miss that one wide. And 23-12 is the score here in the first set. Trinity Western is going to force Long Beach State to call a timeout, and head coach Alan Knipe is just going to call over the starters and be like, all right, let's settle things down here, folks.
And I think we're seeing Anastasiadis take a lot of the load right now. He's probably one of their big hitters that's hoping to score lots of points this match, but I think right now he's struggling a little bit. They might need some help from their outsides and middles maybe. Yeah,
really not much getting so far. Just we're, not many points scored other than Anastasiadis. Holdaway's got a couple. Anderson's got 1. It's not great. Look, the stats aren't looking great right now for Long Beach. But at the same time, as we mentioned, this is a brand new team, essentially.
For sure.
You've just graduated a bunch of upperclassmen who are all now playing professionally overseas, who are in the American national team program, and now you've kind of got to pick up from what you have left and keep on going.
Yeah.
Alan Knipe's done it a few times. He's a legendary coach. Also spent some time with the U.S. men's national team. before John Sparrod took over the reins. Ooh, Lepke. Oh, close to getting that one, but yeah, if Long Beach State is looking a little rocky, it's probably because they're a lot of younger guys, a lot of underclassmen on this roster.
Sure, and I think a big key to beating Trinity Western would obviously be to trying to keep a faster offense, giving multiple players some good looks, and obviously with a new team, that's pretty hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the odds aren't looking that great, but we're hoping for a good fight.
Great dig. Oh, Brody Herfer almost got that kick up, but a great dig there by number 6, Grant Guinasso, sophomore out of Huntington Beach.
Great play on that Long Beach side and definitely a physical middle, so hoping to maybe get him some good looks.
Yeah, Shane Holdaway with the score there. Hofer. Kern is going to get blocked now, so Long Beach State stringing a couple of points together. And Alex, when you're down big in a set like this, how important are those last few points there when you start to gain that momentum?
Yeah, I mean, you never want to think a set's over, but if you're thinking, okay, we're going to the next set, we at least want a little bit of momentum. Mind you, it was 23-15, now it's 24-15, so the odds aren't as great, but definitely just trying to play point by point and looking towards the next set, trying to build a little bit of momentum. So hopefully they can get a nice side out here, maybe a break on serve, and then head into the team huddle and figure out a plan for the next set.
So looking through this Long Beach roster, there is not a senior on the roster. So they are quite a bit younger than we have seen them be in the past few years.
And if you think about it, the NCAA, they have 4 years of eligibility, right?
Yeah.
Whereas we have 5. So you have max age of 20, 21 maybe on their side if they don't have a senior. So these are some pretty young guys going against Canada's best. So they're putting up a good fight, and I would just say swing away, like you've really got nothing to lose. Obviously not characteristic for Long Beach to just be playing free, and they're normally expected to be the top guns, but in the situation they're in, they're doing pretty well.
Oh, a great dig. Wow. Long Beach has turned on the defense here at later stages of this first set. And Jackson Howe is finally going to put that one away as he gets another swing at it. But Long Beach State looking much stronger towards the end of that set. But Trinity Western is going to take that one by a score of 25-16. Simon Andersen from Middelfart, Denmark.
Denmark. So we have a few international players on this team. Anastasiades from Cyprus, a Danish fellow, and then we have
Rivera.
Team Puerto Rico U9 team member Carlos Rivera, the setter on Long Beach State.
Seems like their roster is either California. Oh, we've got an English.
Cool.
Ryan Poole, who's from England. And we're going to get started off here with Eric Lepke at tip down into the pot.
Great effort there from number 31, Spencer Oliver, looking to get more digs this set on Long Beach's side.
Oliver, a redshirt sophomore. Out of Tustin, California, Alexander Anastasiades, he is also a redshirt sophomore, but out of Cyprus. Now Rivera to serve again. Goes with the topper. Nicely handled there by Trinity Western. Just going to be dumped over by Kern though. And now to the pipe. And there's Seth Siegfried, and finally a connection with that pipe ball for the 49ers.
Setter back to serve. Unfortunate line violation by the setter, number 24.
Is that like the worst error in volleyball? The foot fault?
I would have to say, yeah. I mean, you got lots of room. I played around with a few serves, and definitely the biggest stinger is a foot fault.
The worst is when you get an ace and then you get the foot fault.
That's a bit of a rough douchebag move, though.
Oh, and the conductor puts that one down the seam. And Trinity Western is going to take the lead once again, 32. His Trinity Western's bench has almost as many coaches as they do athletes. And the quality of athlete on that bench could straight up possibly make like the second best team here as Colton Lowen goes out of bounds with that one.
Sure, and they're even missing a coach.
Yeah. You've got Ben Ball, who is the starting setter for the 2011 and 2012 national champions Trinity Western Spartans. You have Adam Schreimer, who was the setter last year, played for Team Canada this past summer.
2 years ago. He played pro last year, no?
Yes, he did. You were right. Lundberg.
Yeah.
2 years ago, won a few national championships with them. As Oliver is going to put that one in. Overpass, and putting that one away is a hold away. Also sorry, I'm wrong. It's not the conductor. I apologize. It's the warden. Joey Jarvis coming through in the clutch. Oh, and Carter Bergen's coming through with it too. Ouch. I got it really wrong. Alex, why didn't you stop me?
Embarrassing.
Hold away.
Who let this guy on the stream?
Yeah, I don't know. Hold away puts that one into the net. We're all tied up at 4.
I wish I had a cool nickname. Do we know any other nicknames?
I don't know. Carter, can you come through?
Yeah.
Is there any other nicknames?
Listener questions.
That serve from Lepke goes into the net.
I mean, as a woman watching men's volleyball, missed serves has got to be the worst part of the game.
Which is like you talked about that 2018 national championship. Like UBC won that tournament by being like, we don't care if we miss serves. Yeah. Like we are going to win because we're going to ace.
Yeah, just unload on every single ball.
But I think it's also because in the men's game, side out is so important.
Yeah, it's so big.
If you don't have a good first ball like side out, like in a transition, like you don't have that. Whereas the women's game is much more. It's much more
point building.
Yes.
And yeah, sure. And on the men's side, obviously, if you give them an easy serve, it's isolated blocks, one-on-ones, and you know how that ends.
Yeah, and big bangs. Oh, nice dig there by Pearson Hushenko. Middle digs in the back. It's kept alive, though, by the 49ers. Rivera is going to go to Anastasiades, and shutting the door is Hofer and Howe.
What a great close by number 7, Jackson Howe, on that ball.
Jackson Howe does so well. I remember, when I first started coaching girls volleyball, not women's, they're 13 years old. And my mom came to watch, and she goes, I like women's volleyball better. There's so much more of it.
At 13U?
Well, yeah. I mean, she was also watching my brother's 13U volleyball. So 13U, trust me, there's nothing worse than 13U boys volleyball. Because they all think that they can play like this, and none of them can.
Hey, that's not true. They're probably just loving their lives out there.
That's true.
No, I find the best part about coaching young children is they barely know the fundamentals, but all they want to do is play. So they tell us, can we play a game now? And I'm like, okay, child, you can't even bump the ball, let alone play a game.
Then you try to set up a game. No, we want to play a real game.
Sit down, child.
6-on-6. Anastasiades back to serve now. For the 49ers, good pass there by Lepke. The Warden's going to give it right back. Can we get a reasoning why he's called the Warden?
I mean, I have no idea, but...
the Terminator, that's Pearson Hushenko.
Oh.
Little dribbler there by Kern. Now Epp in the middle to Jackson Howe, and he's going to put it, and that is textbook Jackson Howe right there. You're seeing Epp gives him a little bit of a higher set, and Howe is just able to hang, and he's got these long arms that you see. He's so far off the net, and that window to set him is so big, but he can, with that higher set, he's really able to carve wherever he wants. It's such a hard ball to hit.
Trinity Western taking absolute advantage of an easy free ball on the Long Beach side.
And wants to talk, just like when we talked about it, that first play side out, so important in the men's game. And right there, once again, Anderson getting the job done.
He's doing really well on the first ball side out, actually. Number 13, Simon Anderson. The Long Beach bench is rowing, from what it seems.
Row the boat. You got to row the boat. I thought that was a Minnesota football thing, so I don't know. Maybe this is just an American sport thing. You know, they're all about team unity.
I miss when people were resuscitating those on benches. That was a fun era.
Oh, that was a fun era, man. Hofer now back to serve. Hofer's father is the women's coach at Trinity Western.
Oh.
You could say
That's
it runs
another
in
good team, yeah.
You could say it runs in the family.
Yeah, decent team. They're okay.
They're all right.
In my time at Mac, we went to U Sports once, and we got absolutely pummeled by the Trinity Western Spartans in our quarterfinal match.
Was that?
That was
at
the year.
Ryerson?
That was at Ryerson, where we went in the tournament ranked second for some reason, and Trinity was ranked seventh for some reason. So I think they proved that their ranking was a bit wrong.
What a swing there by Jackson Howe. Once again, like Derek Happ's almost setting a meter ball there.
And that's a straight up 2 pass. Like, that was not a perfect pass whatsoever, but Jackson Howe just has so much hang time, so much range in his swing that he can really be set from wherever.
Ooh, Oliver taking advantage of the miscommunication there between Howe and Hofer. You know that if Colton Lowen was in there, he would have gotten that ball up.
Yep, just miscommunication between blockers, defenders, I think.
Man, this Trinity Western Spartan faithful are just coming in with the with all of the info right now. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my goodness. The warden is derived from Derek Epps' infatuation with prison documentaries.
Oh, that's weird.
Mike Greipman, thank you very much. That is the best fact I have heard today. Maybe this year even. So, wow, the warden. Oh, we're going to have to ask about that sometime. Great dig there by Lepke. Rivera is going to give it to the pipe. And the Terminator with the block. Here's Sashenko.
I think that's just another...
Actually, I think that one was just straight into the tape.
I was going to say, that was a great example of Long Beach just mixing things up, and hopefully they don't get too down that play didn't work, because they got some early success from it. Get that.
Oh, good up there. Well kept alive by the 49ers. You know, a rare miss pass there by Lowen, but wow, Eric Lepke going high off the hands and out of bounds on that one. And Eric Lepke also spent some time with the national team this summer, getting into some Nations League games.
What a great experience for him.
I mean, you know, we can't corroborate these rumors, but there has been rumors that, you know, Eric Lepke was offered contracts in Italy for this season and that he turned them down.
Don't shoot the messenger, folks. But
I can neither confirm nor deny these, but that's just what the people are saying. No one on the Trinity Western staff has ever confirmed this to me. But you know, whenever you ask them about stuff like, you know, we want to keep them in school and we want to make sure that they get their education and we want to keep on winning national titles.
Yeah, there you go. It's all about the education.
Yeah.
And the rings.
And the rings.
Got some Kofi Kid playing on the speakers. Looking forward to watching him play in some matches this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going for a twofer tomorrow.
They play 2 games?
Yeah, UCLA is going to be playing 2 games because, a little fun fact for you, because in the NCAA you can only play so many matches, and all of your matches count towards ranking and with your RPI.
Right.
But it's just considered a match day. So if you play 2 matches in one day, it just counts as one match.
Right. Oh.
So that's why they're playing 2 tomorrow.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
NCAA going on with their weird rules of volleyball.
They're weird rules in general.
Can we play off the ceiling in this tournament?
No. I mean, not that I know of. Straight up, though, I'm like working on a piece right now where I am in favor of using the NCAA women's like sub rules.
No.
Like internationally.
No.
Yes.
Because you get, I mean, the 6 rotation outside in the States now is so valuable, but there's not many of them. And you have these huge players that are playing 3 rotations across the front of the net, and then I heard from coaches over in Europe saying, oh yeah, we saw this one American who was an All-American, but we saw her play back row once, and we can't offer a contract because she'd be useless to us. In European volleyball, the back row attack is so important because the game is just so much more advanced than North America, and If you have a player that's only playing 3 rotations, I mean, they're not very useful to any European coach.
That was a very nice swing there by Shane Holdaway in the back row. And let me play devil's advocate for a second. Like, I'm talking about at an international level, like FIVB.
Okay, so you think that international rules should have unlimited subs?
Yes.
I mean, I think it makes the rallies longer. It makes the game interesting to watch, but
keeps players fresher.
I think it's way too specialized. Like, I think the beauty of volleyball is the spectrum of skills you have and how many different skills there are to master. And when you have unlimited subs and I just think it takes away from the overall skill of the game.
I think it would add skill to the game because you're going to be having more skilled players for that specific position.
Are you for the 2 libero rule? Or?
I'm very much for the 2 libero rule, absolutely. Lepke, great. Oh, no, that's going to be off bounds. I thought that one was going to be off the block, but a few errors here by Trinity Western, and Long Beach is pulling closer, 14-12 for the Spartans.
I would love to hear what people have to say about that comment there. It's nice to have a bit of a tighter set here in the second set of this match. Long Beach starting to figure things out. Trinity maybe not playing as well, as crisp as the first set.
Ryan Poole there from England into serve, and Kern, unable to pick that up is Hofer, and we're all tied up here at 14.
Tied up, 14-14. Is there tech in this?
Yes, there is tech at 16.
But no silly intermission after the second set?
No silly.
In the States, they have intermissions after the second set, and it's like 10, I don't even know how long it is, 10 minutes.
Woo! The Terminator got hold of that one, and it's done.
He terminated that ball, that's for sure.
I love nicknames because they lead up to like the cheesiest of lines.
The cheesiest one-liners, for sure.
Yeah.
It just gives us content.
Oh,
gives the people what they want.
Mm-hmm. And now here's Lepke into the net.
Shame, he's got a bomb of a serve.
He does have a bomb of a serve.
I'd like to see some more production from him this game, actually. He's got, what, 2 points? 3 points.
Shane Holdaway is really leading the way for all scores with 8 kills so far. Oh, the back's pipe to Lepke. Anastasiades goes high off the block and out of bounds, and they're going to lead heading into the technical timeout. Trinity took the first set very easily, but Long Beach is coming back and starting to find their game here in the second.
Who do you think was the first team to have a USA-Canada matchup? Was it MAC with the Ohio State matches?
Well, no, these have been happening for years. Like the Excalibur tournaments used to be like big time with big teams and stuff like that.
Good old York Lions Excalibur tournament. Happens around this time of the year, no? Just in the new year?
Yeah, usually is supposed to. I don't know if it's going on.
January 2nd to 4th normally?
Is it going on this year?
We'll have to find out.
I'm not entirely sure as we're just about to come back here. We see head coach of the Long Beach State 49ers there, Alan Knipe, as still serving, or coming to serve as Grant Reynaso, libero for the 49ers. And he's going to put that ball in. Outside to Hofer, and he puts that one away. 16-16. We'll see that one again, and Hofer just one-on-one and nice off the net. He's got the full court to look at. And Hofer's a player that isn't going to miss that shot too many times. Here's Ashenko. Bit of a hybrid serve there. Oh, and Simon Anderson. And he comes so fast on that one.
Such a dynamic middle blocker. He's up early and gets his look and just absolutely puts that ball away. He's had a few of those this year.
Yeah, he has. Anderson, one of the starters left over from last year, so he's definitely taken on a bit of a leadership role here so far.
Sure. Leading by example, obviously.
Yeah,
That's all you have to do is bounce the ball.
Absolutely. You know, it's volleyball's easy, right?
Yeah,
just bump
so
set,
easy.
Bump set,
spike.
smash. That's all you need. Epp gives it away to Howe. Good dig there by Long Beach State, and they're going to keep it alive. Epp is going to give it to the pipe this time. Eric Lepke, he's starting to heat up a little bit. And if you are any opponent of the Trinity Western Spartans, the last thing you want is a hot Eric Lepke.
Yeah. He's one of the best pipe attackers I've seen in the U Sports game, and definitely just an absolute weapon. Candidate for Player of the Year probably this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think anytime he's in a gym. Like the first time I ever saw Lepke play, he was a 17U player playing for an 18U team and was their MVP when they won nationals.
Where did he play club?
Windman. Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
So that was back in 2015 in Calgary. And yeah, little 17-year-old Eric Lepke winning the 18U MVP and national championship. Long Beach State continues to row the boat as Siegfried's serve is long. All tied up at 18s here.
Look to see number 13, Simon Anderson, on a good pass. Wouldn't be shocked.
That's definitely who I would go after. Holfer's going to put this ball in. And that's a good pass right to Anderson. Howe is there, and they slow it down nicely. And Howe, he's shut down this time by Poole and Anderson. England not really known for their volleyball players.
He's making them known.
But hey, he's out there. Not known for their volleyball players, but for some reason, all we have is English commentators.
Very true.
And there's only one good English commentator, and that's Louis Lett. And Jackson Howe, and the warden is out patrolling, and he wants to get that ball to Howe. Yeah, you see here, he's almost falling on the attack line. That was
such a great find by Derek.
I don't even know if I would call that a 2 pass. That's almost a 1 pass.
Yeah.
And he's able to just find it so well. And Rivera tries to do the same thing, but Pearson Ashenko is there to shut the door. Trinity Western takes back the lead 20-19. The second set has been much more entertaining than the first one. But the Spartans are back in control.
Looking to see how these teams handle the end of the set. Maybe go into extra points. You never know.
Be interesting to see if either team is going to make any substitutions heading into the third. I guess that will be depending on, you know, if your team is winning or not. You know, at this juncture of the match, you've got timeout at 2019. One team is up, and you know they have, like, if you are Trinity Western right now, how important is it to take care of business and take home this set?
I mean, when you're up 1-0, you definitely want to take advantage of that, kind of run with it. So going up 2-0 is obviously a lot more comfortable than splitting the first 2 sets. I mean, Trinity Western, it's a tight game. Anybody can win it, and they just need to play their game, side out volleyball, get a couple breaks here and there, and real important to win this set here. You never want to turn a 3-set match into a 5-setter.
This is true. Ball in there by Howe. Outside to Poole, and he's going to get on the board there with a swing down the line. He's coming in with a lot of momentum, a lot of aggression on that swing. I really like that. Not hesitating whatsoever. Full swing going down the line. Kern was there. I'm sure Kern would love another crack at that one. He's not going to get it. Rivera is going to take a crack from the baseline, though. Oh, wow. Way to keep it alive, but a free ball sent over. Now here's Poole with the roll shot. Oh, what a pancake. Oh, and what a scramble ball. My goodness, it's still alive. And back to Ashenko, and that is down. What a play on either side as Long Beach was scrambling and they kept it going. It looked like it was going to go Long Beach's way with that first serve.
Looked like it was going to go Long Beach's way. I think the mistake in that rally was having the setter take that super easy free ball. Definitely put them in a less than perfect situation, having their libero sending the outside there, but hopefully they correct that.
Epp is going to serve that one at Poole. Oh, Anastasiades, does a good job to keep that one alive. And Kern not stealing that block there. There was some daylight for Anastasiades to swing at.
You love to win those wipes. It's a great play, set tight to the net. All you can do is wipe off the blocker's hands, and that's exactly what he did.
Good pass there by Hofer. It's going to go right side to Lepke. That's a great dig by Rivera. Lowen gets caught up on his own feet, and that's the play that is going to give the 49ers the advantage here in the second set. And wow, that is quite the turn of events there as Lepke, way off the net, blows that ball way out of bounds. As we see the UCLA coaches sitting back there, they're doing some stats, getting ready for their matchup tomorrow night against this Trinity Western Spartans, and just like that, the 49ers are looking like they're going to take this one, but instead, the Spartans call that timeout.
I think these teams are as close to perfect when their first ball's right at the setter, when it's a good pass, but just some out-of-system management on both sides is, I think, what's costing them. That ball, I think Derek Epp tried to do a little too much with that, a nice little sneaky 50 set with the bump, but when it's close like that, you kind of just got to go with what works, and maybe that wasn't the time to try bump setting a 51.
You know, when I heard, like, I've seen Epp bump set a few pretty gnarly net sets so far. Apparently this morning in practice, he set a pretty nasty one to Jackson Howe.
Back to serve number 17.
17 is Ryan Poole. Back to serve, and the 49ers with a 23-21 lead here. Lepke with the tip, and he is going to be rewarded there.
Look for a big serve here by Eric Lepke.
Holdaway just missed keeping that one alive. Lepke into the net.
Set point here for Long Beach State.
Timeout now for the Spartans. They're down 24-22. This is not a position they are used to being in.
And how valuable would it be right now to have head coach Ben Joe there, just kind of leading them the way? This is a tough situation to be in, and maybe that's what they're missing right now.
Is it, but you know, how valuable, or is it better for them that he's not there because now they're working through this themselves as opposed to relying on the legend?
Yeah, and I guess now's the time to do it. Now's the time to not have your head coach kind of let the boys figure it out themselves. And
I mean, I might as well just say hi to Ben Joe now because there's no way he's not watching this, you know? So, hi Ben.
Hey.
I hope Georgia's nice and sunny.
If you have anything to say to your team, let us know.
Shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter or something, and
we'll shout it out.
You know, not that he doesn't have the cell phone numbers of every single assistant coach on that bench.
Big set out here for Trinity Western. Quite literally will cost them the set.
Back to serve is Holdaway. And he's going to put that one wide.
Near miss.
So now it's Pearson Ashenko, the cowboy from Banff, Alberta.
Banff, Alberta, what a beautiful place. That's probably the closest place to Switzerland we've got in Canada.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Not that I've ever been to Switzerland, but hey.
Looks like Banff.
Oh my goodness. And putting that one away is Seth Thigfried off of a one-hand set of Carlos Rivera. And we are all tied up at one set apiece here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center for the Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase. And we are back for set number 3. here at the Toronto Pan Am Center, the Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase. My name is Everett DeLorme. Welcome. Going to give a quick shout out to the Trinity Western alumni, Ben Lewin, Mike Greipna, Aaron Betcher, Mark Antoniuk, watching from Langley, BC, and that's those Spartan faithful. They travel in packs as they watch their Spartans do something that we haven't seen much this year, and that's lose a set. But if you're going to be losing it to set to anyone, probably the best person to be doing it is against the two-time defending NCAA champions. And so now we are in a best-of-3 scenario, and we are underway now with the serve from Brody Hofer. Rivera is going to handle that one, and it is a big one-on-one block by Jackson Howe right down the middle. Another good serve there by Hofer. The tip over by Rivera is dug. Right side now to Kern. He's just going to chip it in. Ooh, mishandled by Anastasiadis. Just dumped over now by the 49ers. Now, that pipe ball to Hofer, a little bit of missed time. Carlos Rivera with the chance now. And Simon Anderson, that ball was behind him, and he still found a way to put that one to the baseline. You'll see right here. That ball is set almost behind his right shoulder, and he's still able to reach up and grab it and put it away. Alex unfortunately had to leave us. She told me right from the get-go that she only do a set and a half, and she was able to do two. So thank you very much, Alex Arcevic. It's 2-1 now for the Spartans as that tip from Jackson Howe. Howe will now be back to serve. Right at Poole, and Poole's going to get it back. No, Rivera's going to bump set the 51. That doesn't work, and oh, what a smart play there by Derek Epp. The Warden goes off the hands and out of bounds. Squeaking it through that time is Poole.
Back to serve number 24, Carlos Rivera.
Rivera now out of Puerto Rico, serving for the Long Beach State 49ers. He's got some big shoes to step into, filling in for Josh Chuaniga, who, of course, has graduated. Oh, my goodness. Pearson Ushenko, watch out below. 4-2 for the Trinity Western Spartans. We're all tied up at one set apiece here. Toronto Pan Am Sports Center, which is in Scarborough. Derek Epp with the serve, and that one's going to go through the hands of Poole and out of bounds. Alan Knipe can just look on. And it's now 5-2 for Trinity Western. And that first set was a bit of a blowout, in favor of the Spartans. And if the 49ers aren't careful, that could be the very same thing here once again. As Epp continues to serve with that hybrid, he goes after Poole. Rivera is going to chase that one down outside of Tanastasiadis. Eric Epp took it, forcing Brody Hofer to take it. Bit of miscommunication right now for the Spartans. Poole's going to go up on that one. Lowen's going to dig. Here's Epp. Kern on the right side, and that's dug nicely by the 49ers, but no miscommunication. Rivera calling help, and no one there to pick it up. The libero had made the dig. It was too far from Rivera. Anastasiadis was hoping he was going to get that set. As we see here, just pulled away. Was definitely the guy who should have taken that. Instead, he stepped away. And now we have 6-2 for the Spartans. Epp. No, rips away on that one. To the pipe. Siegfried is going to put that one down. Seth Siegfried coming out of the back row at the pipe and tipping that one to the tee. just out of the reach of Derek Epp. And now here's Ryan Poole again with the low toss. Epp again to Ashenko. That's kept alive. Now Joust at the net. Nice play in the back row by Hofer. Now here's Kern. He's going to tip it over. It's kept alive. Now Epp on the 101, 51. Now Hofer's going to have to step in. Here's Lepke off the hands, and that's kept alive. Good rally here going. Siegfried. Tipped over there by Lepke, and now Carlos Rivera outside to Siegfried. He's going to squeak it through, but nothing yet. Now Kern with a shot, and that one's going to go off the hands and out of bounds. And a great rally there as the crowd applauds, really both sides. Just fantastic volleyball either side of the net. 7-3, the Spartans lead. Great shot there by Jacob Kern. Nice high set, and he just gets that ball as high as he can at its highest point. Off the block, out of bounds, points Spartans. Now Lepke to serve. With the hybrid floater, as his serving has not been what we're used to so far this afternoon.
Back to serve number 1. Here, Trinity Western.
Now hold away. Back to serve for the 49ers. He leads the match right now in scoring. Ooh, won't be adding to it on that one.
Trinity Western.
Has 8 kills so far in this match.
Number 1, here's Shanko.
Shanko now back to serve, and we've seen him with a few different ones. He's going to go with the topper this time, bit of a dribbler. Now Rivera, he's going to go to the middle to Anderson, and that one's going to blow by.
Simon Anderson. Back to serve number 30. Alexander. 8. 5 serving 8.
Tasiades, and that one is going to be long. Also, if anyone listening is noticing that I'm pronouncing someone's names wrong, like that last one, let me know, and I will do my best to change it. That one is long. 9-6, so that gap is a little bit smaller here for Long Beach State. It's looking a lot like it was last set. Oh, that is just out of bounds. Tasiades is telling Siegfried, don't worry, that one is out of bounds. You'll get the next one. Now Brody Hofer back to serve. I mentioned was a key part of this roster last year when they won the national championship. Oh, kept alive somehow by the 49ers. Now outside Lepke, and he's too strong there by the Steinbach, Manitoba native. Hofer. And he is going to toss that ball to the volunteer as we are going to go to a timeout now. As now the Spartans have moved ahead and they are looking like much more like they were in the first set. 11-6 right now for the defending U Sports champions. As we mentioned earlier, this is a matchup of the two defending champions from either side of the border. As we see that mix up there, Anastasiades should have called him off. Volleyball is a fast sport. Sometimes you don't have the time for that. So far, we are tied up at 1 game apiece in this series. Lewis of the NCAA took down the first match, a 3-0 win over Ryerson in the 2 o'clock match this afternoon, and then a 5-set barn burner between the Alberta Golden Bears and the Ohio State Buckeyes went the way of the Golden Bears. And a good swing by Anastasiades. Anastasiades. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one properly. Some push-ups going on back there in the Long Beach State huddle. Also some singing. Anderson, big serve, nicely handled by Hofer, and the chicken wing from Anastasiades isn't enough. Jackson Howe currently with 8 kills, so he moves into a tie along with Shane Holdaway for most kills in the match, as Ryan Poole is going to add another one to his tally. Big swing out like that out there. Ooh. It's been a long day. We see that one again. He's got that inside loop. Just a bit of an inside set there by Carlos Rivera, as in coming off a transition was Poole. Good set, good swing. 4-point spread. Right now, 49ers trail. That ball is into the net.
13 serve.
The Warden now back to serve. Carlos Rivera, that one was definitely didn't stay inside of the court. I'm not going to see it on the replay there, but a big swing there by Lepke. Not much of a block in front of him. He's able to swing away freely. As now 14-8, and the Spartans return with that 6-point spread. Nicely served over there by Epp. Chucked up there, 50-50 ball. They're going to, oh my goodness, miscommunication for the 49ers. And Jacob Kern has no one home. So he goes to town. Going up with the middle was Anastasiades. Jacob Kern out of Edmonton, Alberta, does what he does best and puts that ball away. 1 point away from the timeout here. Nice pass there by the 49ers, and I think that ball was all tape there by Holdaway, as it is a now 8-point lead for the Spartans here in the third set. And the team out of Langley, BC is looking like they have control of this match again, as we are all tied up at 1 set apiece, but it is 16-9 currently for the Spartans, doubling up on the 49ers. As we've mentioned a few times, there is a bit of a difference between where the teams are in their season. Long Beach State hasn't played in a match yet, or an official match. The Trinity Western Spartans are right in the thick of things. So that's why this is a showcase and not actually a tournament. There will be no semifinals or no finals, no medals. It's just strictly going to be a showcase. The matches that are there are there. Also a reminder, there still are standing room tickets available for tomorrow's games, if you want to go check those out. First one will be at 2 p.m. Ryerson University against the UCLA Bruins. Next one at 4:30, which is McMaster University taking on Ohio State. And then finally, the marquee matchup of possibly the tournament. You have these very Trinity Western Spartans taking on the UCLA Bruins once again. So that tomorrow should be another fantastic day of volleyball, and you're not going to want to miss it. Epp is going to get us going again as the Spartans hold an 8-point lead, kept alive there by Hofer. Now Lepke is 50-50 at the net. Epp is going to track that one down. Now Kern, the high swing. Ooh. No touch given that ball. Paul Coffey is going to call that one out. Let's see if we can see here on the replay as Kern goes over top. We didn't catch it. Lepke with the swing, and that's dug. Now right side to Antasiadis, and a big kill from the international from Cyprus. How would you say, what is a person from Cyprus? Is it Cyprissian? Cyprusite? Cypressan? I don't know. Someone shoot me with the answer to that. Geez, these Trinity boys just keep on hitting me with all these fun facts. I love it. Outside to Jacob Kern. Oh, and unable to chase that one down is Carlos Rivera. But fun fact, Jacob Kern is getting married August of 2020. Congratulations, Mr. Kern. And actually, fun fact, his brother, Cam Kern, is not arriving until tomorrow because today he was at the marriage of a teammate, Brian Fountain. So congratulations, Brian Fountain of the Alberta Golden Bears. Oh, big dig there by Lowen. Bit of a scrappy ball here. Now a bit more insistent on Anastasiadis, and touch, no touch given. And we are going to see a substitution now. It looks like Spencer Oliver is going to come back into the match there for Anastasiadis. Now serving for the Spartans, Eric Lepke, or as his teammates like to call him, Moogie. And that is due to his love of cows, and he used to call cows Moogies as a child. Fun fact. Oh, great shot. Shane Holdaway. You know, there's that about 3 meters in the backcourt where there's no blue or white whatsoever. And you're seeing here. Look at that. Great shot there. You're not trying to hit it too hard, just enough to put it in. Also, Joey Jarvis has been an encyclopedia of knowledge today coming through. It's a Cypriot, according to Google. So thank you, Joey Jarvis. Oh, it was a big shutdown there by Oliver and Anderson. Jarvis is currently playing his first year in the Bundesliga for Rottenburg. He's a guy who the first time I saw play was in this very gym playing for the Goonies of the One Volleyball Premier League. The guy who didn't play post-secondary here in Canada. Based off his play in the One Volleyball Premier League, got a spot at the full-time training center and is now playing professionally. And you gotta love a guy with that kind of success basically coming out of nowhere. And he's also coming through with some hot facts too, so thank you, sir. That swing there by Seth Siegfried is going to go out of bounds, and still that 8-point lead continues to hold for the Trinity Western Spartans. Shenko now back to serve. Banff, Alberta native. And that one is going to go into the net. And Shenko actually had big surgery on his shins a couple of years ago. Had to take a year off. Good call because he's back stronger than ever. Spencer Oliver now is serving for Beach. Good pass there by Lepke on that 31 to Howe, and it's just outside of the wheelhouse. He puts that one long. Long Beach crawling back. Once again here, Oliver to serve. They trail by 6, and now that's 7. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Long Beach is able to gain any momentum to build towards that 4th set. We saw that in the first, where at the end they started pushing back, had a few big plays, a few big swings, and it was able to pay dividends heading into the second, which they won. And Siegfried comes through with a nice swing there. Long Beach bench continues to row the boat. Big serve by Siegfried. Lepke's up to the task. C-ball to Kern. Almost looked like he tripped up on his feet a little bit there. Was not expecting to get that ball, but the kill still happens. 22-15 in favor of the Spartans.
Now that serve.
Dumped over. A lot of 50-50 balls in this match. It's just been a bit of a ping pong match. Right on top of that tape, Siegfried's going to come out of the back row. Big dig by Lowen. Now Howe's going to dump that one over. Rivera is going to set that one right side. Oliver swinging cross court. That's going to catch off of Kern's hands and out of bounds. 22-16 now.
16 serving 22.
Oh, the calm block there. Oh, the Warden with the dump over. What is... This is looking like a game of short court. What is going on out there? Now Poole, big dig by Lone. Is it still alive? Yes, Hofer. Oh, no. He managed to track it down, but the ball is sprayed into the crowd. As we continue here, there's Anderson on your screen, ready to serve. He's going to go with the topper. Bit of a side spin too. Outside to Lepke, and he's thrown down. Rivera, hold away. They're continuing, and this is just exactly like set number one. Trinity Western goes for a run. Long Beach State plays catch up and starts to build that momentum. So the question is now, though, that Long Beach State has really been able to close that gap quite a bit. Can they continue to do so? Can they continue to push back here? Holdaway starting to get a little bit more support. Whether it's Siegfried, or Poole. Of course, Anastasiadis has 8 as well. Oliver has a couple too. Jackson Howe has 8 kills. Lepke has 7. 5 for Ashenko. We are about to get underway here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. 22-18, all tied up at 1 apiece. Sorry, 18 serving 22. And that serve is going to go long by Anderson. So now just 2 points is all that the Spartans need to take advantage of this match, but the 49ers are showing that they're not going to go away quietly, as Oliver is going to get it on the C ball, and he'll put that one away. He's starting to heat up as well, too. And the Long Beach State bench is doing the Bernie over there. I'd love to know the reasoning for their certain celebrations. I want to know why they were on the boat. I really do. Rivera. Good pass there by Hofer. Outside to Lepke. Able to get his hands on it with Siegfried, but unable to get that ball up. And now we have set point scenario with the Warden going back to serve. Epp. Ready to serve. Outside now to Oliver. Is that kept alive? It is. Lepke with the recycle of sorts, and what? They're going to call that 4. That clearly went off the arms of Poole. Or am I wrong? Not looking like we're going to get a replay on that one. Ashenko, oh, he's dug. Another crack at it for Oliver. And he's going to get a kill. Man, Spencer Oliver, after getting the start, spending some time on the bench, has been on fire. 5 kills now. And I believe 4 of them coming into this set. As the Trinity Western Spartans have given up a huge lead, and maybe the 49ers are starting to see some daylight as Poole puts that one in. Not a great pass there by Lowen. Kern off the block. Once again, in control by the 49ers. In the middle, and that is long. No touch given there by Anderson, or by the swing by Holdaway. And we are back for set number 4 here. This matchup between the Trinity Western Spartans and the Long Beach State 49ers here at the Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. My name is Everett Lorem. Thank you for joining us. So far as I know, I think we've got a whole bunch of Trinity Western Spartans fans. I haven't heard of any American fans coming through yet. So if you are watching from our neighbors from the south, hello, welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whichever you want to see. And we are going to start off set number 4 with a not so great omen for the 49ers. That is a foot fault there by Rivera. Oh my goodness. Shane Holdaway came in like a freight train, and the ball got the brunt of it. Big swing there right down the seam. Nothing the Trinity Western Spartans can do on that one. And now Ryan Poole back to serve with the hybrid. Up outside to Lepke. Oh my goodness, that is textbook Eric Lepke. What a shot. Can't tell if that one went over top or back door. Doesn't matter. Still scored. Yep. He's going to chip that one over. Nice pass there by Poole. Rivera's going to give it outside to Siegfried. He's going to score. Long Beach State 49ers did a very, very good job at building momentum at the end of the last set. Let's see if they're able to use any of that momentum to pull ahead early here and potentially force a 5th set. Wouldn't be the first one of the day. Last one between Ohio State and Alberta went 5. Alberta taking that one. Alberta winning sets 1, 3, and 5. Alberta winning the odds, Ohio State winning the evens. Now we've got Holdaway back to serve again for the 49ers, and ooh, that one is going to fall right between Lowen and Hofer. That one looked like it had a bit of a float to it, and I can see why Brody Hofer pulled up on that one and thought that one was out, but it dipped at the last second. And Hofer put his hand up for a second to signal it was out, but then his eyes caught up to him, and it was clearly a foot in. That one's not a foot in, that's for sure. As that one by Holdaway is long.
Now back to serve number 8, Eric.
Mason Briggs, the freshman libero, has just been itching to get in every single time for the Long Beach State 49ers. And ooh, that one is just wide. Almost thought that was an ace there for a second by Lepke, but linesman was there to make that call. No protest from the Trinity Western side of things. Here's Spencer Oliver, and he really heated up at the end of that set. 4 kills for him. And it's not going to continue early on in this 4th set, as that one doesn't even land in the court. That one was way out. Once again, these American players are not used to using this Mikasa. They are used to using the Molten. It is a very different ball.
Switch the ball, young man. Switch the ball. We need one to play with goal.
Sorry. Big swing there by Poole. Cut the line, Rivera to Oliver, and he's keeping that heat going. Baby bounced back there by the serve, or after missing that serve.
6 serving 4, now serving for Long Beach State, number 19.
Siegfried will serve, and he's been solid so far this evening for the 49ers, as his teammates are going to row the boat beside him. Oh, great dig by Lowen, but it's not enough, and the 49ers really controlling this fourth set so far. They lead 7-4. Siegfried is going to continue to serve. Good swing on the overpass there by Anderson. And Siegfried will put that one long.
Spartans. Now back to serve number 15, Jacob Kern. 5, serving 7.
Kern with the floater. He's going to go right after Briggs. Rivera. Oh, and that was just a bit of miscommunication. I'm not entirely sure what happened on that one. It looked like that ball was trying to go to the pipe. Oh, it was just way behind Anderson. Tough bounce there for the Spartans, but Long Beach is fighting well here in this fourth set. Here's Anderson, and that one's going to go wide.
Trinity Western.
Hofer now to the back row, Lepke to the front. Hofer is going to go serve. Hofer, the second year from Langley, puts that ball in. Pools going to get it right back after passing it. He's going to blast that one into the net. And just like that, the 49ers lead reduced to 1. They lead 8-7 here. 7 serving 8. Brody Hofer back to serve. Another big serve by the second year. Right side now to Oliver off the hands. Nicely kept alive, but no. They're going to call a lift on Hofer's first dig. Come on, Allen. Let the boys play. I mean, that ball was out anyways, but still. Rivera now, member of the Puerto Rican Junior National Program. Good pass there by Lowen. Outside to Lepke, and that was a bang. Inside the attack line on the cross court. Let's see this one again. Bam, right on that attack line. And now coming in to serve is going to be Matthias Elser, backup setter for the Trinity Western Spartans. Also a member of the junior national team this past summer alongside Hofer. Big serve there by Elser, and that's going to get him an ace off of Poole. And of course, the first one to be cheering for Elser out there is another Elser, Jesse, his older brother, who is also a member of this team and is usually a starting left side. And for those who want to know about, Canadian Dynasty volleyball families, there is a third one, Aaron, and he's sitting in the crowd at the moment. I'm going to give him a pretty good, strong chance of going to Trinity Western. Poole there, doing a good job there, putting that one underneath the block and down. That was really the only way that he was going to be able to score there. Serving now for Poole is Poole for the 49ers. LBSU, good pass there by Hofer. Right side, Kern, and he comes in with a head of steam. Business as usual for the Edmonton, Alberta native. Now back to serve, and his serve really caused some problems for the 49ers in the last set. Siegfried, the dump down the line. He's going to miss that one long. He's looking for touch, none given. Head coach Alan Knipe was right there. He doesn't make any reaction, but then again, he's a pro. He's a veteran. But now we have advantage Trinity Western. They now lead 11-10. Good ball in there by Epp. Outside now to Siegfried, and that one's going to be out of bounds. And 2 errors in a row there by Siegfried. A little bit of frustration showing, and it looks like Alan Knipe is, no, he's not going to. Yes, he's not. He is not going to call that timeout. Still early in the preseason for the 49ers, so. And that is a foot fault there by Epp. 12-11, 11 serving, 12 now.
11 serving 12.
Big block there by Long Beach State. That is going to bring us even here. Spencer Oliver has really done a fantastic job for this Beach team coming in. Off the bench, he started the match. Was put onto the bench, and oh my goodness. There is classic Eric Lepke, and he is really starting to hold up, heat up now. He leads the match with 11 kills. And Eric Lepke is back to serve once again. Big serve by the player of the year. A good ball there by Anderson as he's keeping his team rolling here. Oliver. Good chew, much better chew on the ball there from the baseline. But man, Brody Hofer really uncorking it on that one, going backdoor down the line. As we see here, Poole is nowhere near that one, and at the pace that he's hitting it, it's tough to get that dig. That's Hofer's 4th kill of the match. Anderson puts that one down, and this has been such a middle-heavy match with 9 kills for Anderson, 9 kills for Holdaway, the 2 middles for Long Beach State. They lead that department for their team. 8 kills for Jackson Howe, 5 for Pearson Ashenko. Just long by Seth Siegfried.
Trinity Western Spartans.
He's been having a bit of a frustrating time.
14 back to serve on 15. Kern.
Here's Kern serving. Spencer Oliver, and he has been absolute dynamite since being brought back in the last set.
To tie up the match, 15 apiece.
Anderson, great serve there. Epp, C ball to Kern. That one's going to go off the bounds, crosses the entire 9 meters of the court, and out of bounds. That's going to take us to the technical timeout. The Spartans with a slight lead, 16-15. I hope the Spartans have a second libero dress because Colton Lowen just took a sprint to the bathroom. Once again, if you are looking to join us in the house, plenty of tickets available. You can find that on the Can-Am website. Or on my website, volleyballsource.net. Might as well plug that right now. As this Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase will be going on for the next 3 days as well. Tomorrow's matchups, we have UCLA taking on Ryerson at 2. We have McMaster taking on Ohio State at 4:30, and then the Trinity Western Spartans will once again be in this 7 o'clock time slot, taking on the UCLA Bruins as well. You won't want to miss those matches, so if you're elsewhere, then you can join me right here once again on Sports Canada TV. And if you are in the GTA, well, like Kingston, you can make it here. Ottawa, there's people from Ottawa. You guys can make it down. Just make a weekend of it. Toronto's a great place for New Year's.
Trinity Western Spartans, we have number 5.
And we are about to get back underway. And the big question is, are we going to be going to a 5th set, or will we be going home? So we are underway outside the pool, dug there by Lowen. The hang, and that is going to be called touch there. I thought that was going to be out of bounds. It was long, but the touch is given by linesman Paul Coffey. I mean, Paul Coffey is from Calgary, and he's here being a linesperson. So if you're in the GTA, you can make it here. Nice serve there by Hofer, and he's been putting on the pounding, and that is another block there by Jackson Howe. And what was a Trinity Western deficit not too long ago was now their advantage as the 49ers call a timeout at 18-15 here. And the Trinity Western Spartans are inching closer to taking home this battle of the champions. You know what? I really hope this is something that we can grow and build on. Maybe next year the top 4 teams, top Final 4 teams from either program are invited, because I think it's a great way to grow this sport, and a great way to show the great talent we have. I mean, just last weekend we had phenomenal, absolutely fantastic NCAA women's Final 4. I was interested to see actually that the Big Ten Network released some of their statistics, and women's volleyball is actually the 3rd most watched sport in the Big Ten. You're not telling me that if the Big Ten added men's volleyball that wouldn't be right up there with it, given how good the U.S. is in volleyball? It definitely would be. Some food for thought there, as Poole is going to go over top of the block and to the back row, ending that run for the Spartans. Carlos Rivera now. Just needed a bit of a wipe up off the floor there. Did Jacob Kern. We know he's a little bit fussy sometimes, but it's fine. Rivera is going to get us underway with the topper. As soon as he tossed that one, you could tell it wasn't going to be a great one. At that point, he was just trying to manage his toss and wasn't able to do so. 19-16. As Howe is back to serve. He goes right at Siegfried. Off the net is Rivera. He's going to go to Oliver. Somehow kept alive by the Spartans, and Lepke off the block and out of bounds. That was a little bit scrappy, a bit of a ping pong play at the net there, as we've seen a lot of 50-50 balls, but wow. Jacob Kern, that might be the best assist of his career. One-handed behind the back, puts it up the middle, and Lepke puts it away. Oh, that was a big swing by Holdaway. And middle dig there by Jackson Howe. And this time he's dug by Kern. Now Kern's going to get a shot of his own. He's blocked but kept alive. And now just over by Epp. Now in system are the 49ers. Who are they going to give it to? Outside to Oliver. And not getting there in time was Kern. And the 49ers answer. Just a couple of big walls throughout that one. Here's Poole with the hybrid. A lot of guys going with the hybrid. Oh, how did Lepke get that one? I thought that was down for sure. That was a questionable second hit. Big block there by Trinity Western. Another block, and they put it down. And Brody Hofer goes immediately to Eric Lepke, as that was a fantastic ball kept alive there by the reigning player of the year. As we'll see here, Siegfried is just shut down at the net by Ashenko and Epp. And Epp is now back to serve. 21-17, they lead 2-1 as well. Rivera, right side. Oliver, my goodness. Where did that come from? Where was this Spencer Oliver earlier in the match? It's almost like he forgot his baggage on the plane. It finally showed up and he found his game, because that was not an easy set to hit, and he pinned that down the line. Epp's going to give it to Lepke. He's had the hot hand over late. That one is going to be called down, and no protest there by the Long Beach side. Lepke with the rollie over top, and sub coming back in for the serving sub as Lepke goes back to serve. They've got a 4-point lead. They're only 3 points away from taking this match. Trinity Western Spartans leading 2-1 here. Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase. And Anderson is saying not quite yet. 22-19. Long Beach is going to need to take a little run right here. And they are bringing in Matt Johnson, backup libero, as a serving sub in place of Spencer Oliver. Let's see what he's able to do from the baseline. He's going to go with the floater right at Hofer. Oh, and I'm not sure if that one was touched by Long Beach State off of the set. Epp's not saying anything, and Epp's going right to Hofer, being like, hey, that pass needs to be better. And we're going to see this one outside to Siegfried down the line. 22-20. Better pass there. Kern is going to get it on the right side, and the cross-court kill by Jacob Kern. 23-20. We narrowly missed my favorite point. It's the 23-19, the Monsters Inc. point. Ashenko. Oh, that was out, but not by much. Ashenko will be replaced by Lowen. And this is gut check time right now. Siegfried is back to serve. He's going to go with the quick one, seeing something that, wow, Long Beach, he didn't think Trinity Western was ready, and they showed that they were up to the task. Was that one-handed set by the Warden. It was put away by Brody Hofer. A beautiful swing down the line, and we have match point Trinity Western. I've said that once or twice in my broadcasting career. Outside to Poole, blocked by Epp. Again, right side this time. Oliver, he goes back door and gets the score. 24-22. Two points here to side out and to take the match right now, the Trinity Western Spartans. Here's Anderson. Ball in nicely. Pipe to Lepke. It's kept alive. Now Siegfried out of the back row. Kern is going to get that one up. Chased down. Now Hofer. Great set by Lepke. Hofer would dump it over. Outside of Poole. Poole with the swing, and it's down. 24-23. And the Trinity Western Spartans are going to take a timeout as the Long Beach State 49ers are not going away. They continue chipping away, point after point after point. And it has been exciting to watch. Man, Spencer Oliver has just come out of nowhere the past set and a half, a little bit more, and it's been something to watch. You know what? They may have graduated one of the best teams ever from Long Beach State history, but they have got some talent sitting underneath. Of course, they'll have to compete with an absolutely stacked Hawaii roster this year in the NCAA. We saw Lewis earlier. They are looking fantastic. That's a team that lost to Hawaii in last year's NCAA Final Four. But we are now back. Simon Anderson. The crowd is getting pumped up, and let's see. We've got the Spartan faithful in the crowd putting the finger up. Ball in, nicely handled by Lowen. To the middle, Jackson Howe puts it long. And we are all tied up at 24s. It was long. They were looking for the touch. There was none. Anderson to serve. What can Long Beach State do now? Right to Lowen again. Back to Howe. Slowed down. Long Beach State chance to take the lead. Pipe ball to Oliver, and he's going to put that one wide. And Siegfried was looking for a touch. So still match point here for the Spartans. That was the chance there for Oliver. Hofer, great ball in. Rivera, right side. Oliver, dug by Lowen. Here's the match right now. Here's Lepke. Long. Can tell it's a holiday time tournament as the clutch factor is not exactly there at the moment. Ooh, just long. All tied at 25 here as the setter is back to the back row. Long Beach State will have 3 attackers in the front row. And Spencer O'Brien has been something special this 4th set. There's a missed pass there by Trinity. And now here's a chance to the 49ers. Dug by Lowen. Can Brody Hofer get there? He does. Hofer with the hustle play. And again, right side. Spencer Oliver. That has been absolute insanity. And Trinity Western Spartans are going to call another timeout there as Spencer Oliver goes off the hands, way out of bounds. 26-25 in favor of the 49ers. And are we going to a 5th? It has been a match so far, and the 49ers proven that they've still got that fight of champion. They are still showing that they can play with the best despite having graduated the likes of TJ DeFalco, Kyle Ensing, Josh Tuaniga, just to name a few. Now we have set point Long Beach State as Rivera continues to serve. 3 swingers in the front row for Long Beach. Epp is in the front row for the Spartans. Right at Hofer, great pass. Lepke is blocked, kept alive by Lowen. Lepke again with the tip, that's kept alive. Can they chase it down? They do, Briggs does. Now here's a chance for Poole, and he is gonna beat that one down the line, and we are going to a 5th set here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. The Holiday Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase, and this has been a fantastic showcase so far. As we are going to a 5th set, there's people getting up in front of me to leave. I don't know why you would want to leave right now. And welcome back for the 5th and final set of this day. 5th set of this match, final set of this day. Day 1 of the Can-Am Volleyball Holiday Showcase. The Toronto Pan Am Sports Center here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's been a fantastic day so far. Started off with Lewis getting a 3-0 win over the Ryerson Rams. Next up was the Alberta Golden Bears getting a 3-2 win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. And finally, this Battle of the Champions is all tied up at 2 apiece between the Trinity Western Spartans and the Long Beach State 49ers. And we are about underway as Brody Hofer is going to get us kicked off here with the spinner. Good pass there, goes right at Briggs. Tight pass. The pipe to Siegfried, and point number 1 goes to LBSU. to be Rivera serving now for the 49ers. Epp is going to give that one outside to Lepke. He's going to go high off the hands and out of bounds. 1-1. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the first team to make a play. Who's going to be the first team to pull away, or is it going to be a team giving away with errors? We'll have to see. Rivera, right side to Poole. 49ers don't flinch. Big swing down the line by the product from England. Rivera, once again, just great dish there. One-on-one block, and Poole has quite a bit of space to swing away, and now he's got even more because he's from the baseline. A little bit of the hybrid. Epp outside to Lepke again with the tip. Oh my goodness. Rivera actually got that one up, crawled along the floor for the pancake, but unable to keep it alive. We're all tied up at 2. Ooh, actually, I think that one hit the ground. Still, though, that was impressive. Epp now. The Warden is back to serve. Means he's in the back row. Means you have 3 options. Kern coming to the front. Here's Derek Epp with the hybrid himself. Rivera is going to give it to Siegfried. Dug by Lowen. Off the net by Kern. And Epp is just going to dump it over. Another shot here for the 49ers. And that one is going to go wide there by Holdaway, as the entire Trinity Western Spartans were looking like Dikembe Mutombo out there shaking that finger. Epp serves once again as the Spartans hold the 3-2 lead here early in this 5th set. Once again, the 5th set only goes to 15. Holdaway, sorry. Back serving now for the 49ers, and he is going to take an aggressive chew at that ball, and it's going to go well long. Out of bounds, and it's now 4-3 as Lepke is back to serve. We haven't seen Lepke have a great serving match so far. Let's see if he can turn it on in the 5th. Oof. Definitely turn it up a few notches. As Spencer Oliver is shut down. Pearson Ashenko says no. And that is maybe the play that the Spartans needed, as Oliver has come into this match here in the 4th set to do some pretty nutty stuff. As Lepke again with the dribbler. It's too bad that was a dribbler, because that one was coming in hard. As once again, that 50-50 stuff at the net, Kern is able to push that one down. And yeah, looks like we have switched that one up on the scoreboard. It is 6-3 in favor of the Spartans. And the Long Beach State 49ers are going to call a timeout, because you can't give Trinity Western a chance ever. It's just not a good idea. The only way you beat Trinity Western is non-stop pressure. You have to make them break. If they have a bad set, they're going to bounce back. That's how they've always been. I'm thinking of I haven't seen any of Trinity Western losses to Brandon in the past few years, so I can't say how they beat them, but going back to 2018, that national final against UBC just tore the absolute crap out of that ball from the baseline. And someone who can tear the crap out of the ball right now, Eric Lepke. Probably the most pro-ready player in North America at the moment. And we've got a few of them in this tournament. Xander Kochazinski, we saw this morning for the Ryerson Rams. He's another one for sure. The middle for Lewis today that I saw, he was something else too. As that serve by Oliver is going to go long. As 7-4 is the lead currently for the Spartans. Spencer Oliver, redshirt sophomore of Tustin, California. Siegfried goes off the block there of Kern out of bounds. So Long Beach State still working away on this one. You see Howe go up there with the middle. Kern watching the ball, not his player, gets in there late. Good pass there by Lepke. Now Howe can't put it away. Right side now, Oliver from the back row, and he is shut down once again. Spencer Oliver has had the door shut on him for a second time in this fifth set, and that is going to be an 8-5 advantage for the Trinity Western Spartans on the switch. And we just see the press there by Brody Hofer. He's not going for a height, he's just going over. And now the Trinity Western Spartans are in control, up 8-5. Long Beach State, let's see, are they going to call a substitution here in? Maybe we'll see Alexander Anastasiadis come back in. 6'8" hitter from Cyprus. We saw him quite a bit throughout the first two sets, and Oliver replaced him late in that third set and has been very, very good since then. Jake Kern is going to get us going once again. Rivera is going to give it outside to Poole, and that's going to ping pong around through the Trinity Western block. 6 serving 8 right now for the Trinity Western Spartans. Anderson, product from Denmark, back to serve for the 49ers. Big serve there. Good pass there by Lowen. Opposite side to Hofer. That's dug up in the back row. Chance here for the 49ers, and Ryan Poole, my goodness. In transition, he absolutely wrecks that ball. Let's see that one again. And Howe thought he was going to the right side with that ball. Instead, he leaves on the inside for Anderson, and he swings away. Or sorry, Poole, not Anderson. Kern with the line shot of his own. I'm loving the bench fire on either side. It's like two heavyweight boxers going toe-to-toe. Now we've got Hofer. Big spinner from the baseline. Good dig there by the second year. The fast in transition set. Great play there by Lepke and Derek Epp. We didn't really see it there on the replay, but you can see that anyone else in transition, they're going to back up off the net, and they're going to try to get away. They're going to try to give themselves space, give themselves time to take a swing away. But in that transition situation, you have Eric Lepke who's running to the net, and all it is a fast set from Derek Epp, almost a shoot, like an 11, out to the pin, and he's just wiping it, putting it down. And it's that type of smart thinking in those crucial plays that just really differentiates Trinity Western from everyone else. As we come back, 10-point lead or 10-7 lead here for the Spartans. Now, one thing I do wish we could have seen was a matchup from this Spartans team, because it's this Spartan team against last year's LBSU team. I think that would have been a battle for the ages. Rivera goes to Siegfried, and with the push pipe, goes off the block and out of bounds. We'll see this one again, and yeah, that one's almost an A ball. Now Rivera from the baseline means you have 3 attackers in the front row for Long Beach State, but Lepke is going to miss that one on the sideline.
Long Beach. 9 serving 10.
Derek Epp having a conversation with the down official at the moment, as the Spartans now lead by only 1, and this rotation here has been tough with Rivera serving for the Spartans. Outside now to Lepke. Briggs is going to make a big dig. Now Oliver, dug by Lowen. Epp, C-ball to Kern, off the block and down. That's a really tough rotation for the Spartans. And they were able to get out, and now we're seeing Matthias Elser come back in. He served the ace last time. Let's see if he can do it again. Such a great shot there by Kern, going thumb down, outside of the block, off the block, out of bounds. Point scored, 11-9, Trinity Western. Another great serve there by Elser. Oh, and Simon Anderson Shane Holdaway. Shane Holdaway came in with a head full of steam and put that one down. We'll see it right here, and when he goes, he commits. He's really good, is just pushed a little bit towards 4. Epp tracks that one down. And off the block, just over top. And Holdaway is nodding his head. Yep, I touched it, I touched it. What a good shot there by Eric Lepke, as the Spartans look like they were in trouble there. And now we have Epp serving. Good pass there by Poole. Outside to Siegfried, dug by Epp, but into the stands. Good catch. Nothing better than a game ball touch when you're sitting in the stands. 12-11 in favor of the Spartans. Now we're going to see that serving sub come in once again for the Long Beach State 49ers. Good pass there by Lowen. Outside, Kern, and he puts it long, and we're all tied up at 12 now. Grant Guinasso, and we are going to call a timeout here. Not entirely sure who's calling the timeouts right now for Trinity Western, whether it's Benny Ball or Joel Jansen, but either way, they are in a timeout situation right now, and Trinity Western just making some uncharacteristic errors right now. That is quite a few errors later on in the second, this fifth set from their veteran players too, like Lepke and Kern. Get a shot there of Alan Knipe. As you know what, for a team that graduated some of the best players program in history, they are doing pretty damn good at the moment. Grant Guinasso back to serve, listed as 6 feet libero. Puts it in right at Hofer. Tough pass. Here's a shot now for LBSU. Oh, and that was a weird play. It was a tight set there by Rivera. Wow, what a set there by Rivera, and what a save by Siegfried, as Ashenko didn't even go up. Hofer with the pass. In the middle to Ashenko, it's blocked, but that's out of bounds. We're tied up at 13. Quick substitution here as Holdaway is going to come back in for Guinasso, and Lepke is back to serve. Big serve there by Lepke, way off the net. Here's Rivera, just going to be dumped over. Lepke will handle it. Epp now, right side, Kern, no one's home, off the block, out of bounds. Spartans have the lead once again. Just so important there for Eric Lepke to put on that service pressure, and that's what leads to that swing there by Jacob Kern, and we have match point Trinity Western. Big swing there by, oh my goodness. What a way to finish the match.